Hey, 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 this is Sunday FlaVa In Ya Ear, your inspiration conversation, the latest in Christian hip hop, gospel, and R&B. Yes, new year, new flavor, rebranding, all that good stuff. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with your girl. I am your host, Lady Q, and today we have some new music by some new artists and some new songs by some artists you may already know. So, what I want you to do is sit right back and relax. Unless you're driving behind the wheel, you already know what it is. Pay attention to the road. Don't try to adjust your settings or anything in the car. Keep your eyes on the road so you can get to where you got to get to safely and in one piece. All right? So, after this, I'll be right back. That was Darlene McCoy, Even Me, and Darwin Hobbs. Get ready. Yes, I'm telling y'all, we're going to have some new artists and some new music. Some of you may be familiar with the artist, some of you may be familiar with the song, but not the artist. So we have a little bit of a mixture for you. Yes, and right now we are going to slow it down and have some worship time with Miss Miranda Curtis and Miss Trish B. And after worship time, I'm going to come back and we're going to get into this conversation, um, uh, the five love languages, gifts. Who doesn't like gifts? Who doesn't like gifts? I know I like gifts, but it's not about me. So I'll be right back after this. All right, whether you're buying or receiving a gift, I feel, this is just me, I feel some type of joy. Whether you buy me a gift or I'm buying you a gift, I get excited, And what I don't know what it is about the gift itself that makes people emotional, or is it about the person that's buying the gift that makes it emotional? Either way, it's an emotional time. Some people express many different feelings during gifting season. Those feelings can express joy and tears all at the same time. Could be tears of joy, you know, and then again, it could be tears of proudness, because sometimes people get to crying and, oh my gosh, you shouldn't have. I didn't want you to buy me this. Even though they like the gift, they feel some kind of pride where they're used to giving the gift. So to receive a gift is kind of difficult. I know I'm going to raise my hand, not that y'all can see me, but I have been through that and I'm working on that as well as I grow more in who I am as a person, and connecting with other people. It's not about me not being able to get them the gift. It's about the whole experience of the gifting. That's what it's about. So I did a little research on the history of gift giving because I wanted to know where did we start? Where did we start giving gifts? Where did we start giving gifts? Okay, I'm just going to say that I assume that we started giving gifts when Jesus was born. That's what I'm going to say. I'm just going to say that that's what we were doing. But what I did a little bit of digging, okay, and I'm going to read a little bit of information, okay, just a little bit, and then I'll tell you where I got it from. Okay, first things first, okay, the definition for gift. Gift is an unexpected present for a celebration that expresses feelings. Yes, that's what a gift is, an unexpected present. Let's think about that for a little bit, okay? All right, so um, I'm going to, some of the information that I am about to read, I got from two sources. Wikipedia.org, which back in the day, Wikipedia was trash. I'm just going to say that. It was. Um, and in any source, I just wanted to mention to you all when you're doing research, I was told that a lot of because I asked a couple of people between the .com, the .org, and all of those, there's a difference. There's a reason why those things are different. Not just because they picked it, but .org is an organization. That means the source should be a little more credible than a .com community. It's just out there. Anybody can get on there and put a .com and say something, and But Um, if in .gov is even more credible, supposed to be more credible than the .org. So I just want to give y'all that tidbit. So when y'all looking up information and it says .org or .gov, then the source is a little more credible. Just saying, it's more credible than .com. But you do have some really good information on .com, so I'm not knocking that either. Just letting y'all know. Okay, so Wikipedia.org. I looked up Christmas gifts, and then also a blog called inthebook.com. Okay? Okay, those are two of the sources that I found some information. And when was gift giving established? It says 2nd century AD. Okay, Romans, bas relief depicting the god Saturn, in whose honor the Saturnalia was celebrated, holding a scythe. Scythe. So look that up and find out what that means for yourselves. Okay, why did the gift giving start? So the gift giving started because they wanted to honor the god Saturn. That's what they wanted to do. And it happened, or was held on December the 17th of the Julian calendar, and later expanded with festivities throughout December 23rd. Yep, sure did. They did all kinds of stuff. So I want you all to go look, because I know what I'm seeing in my notes, but I want y'all to go look it up. Okay? Also, I'm going to give you some information from another blog, Miss Ross Helen, or Helen Ross. She did a blog, and it says, why does holiday gift giving make us feel anxious and pressured? So I'm going to read that as well. It says here, I have 20 gifts to buy. A friend of mine moans, it's stressing me out. My sister and brother-in-law are impossible to please. I dread seeing her pursed lips when she opens the package, another confides. Isn't giving presents supposed to make us happy? After all, the Bible does tell us that it's more blessed to give than to receive. Of course, in psychological terms, it's a bit more complicated than that. First, there's the happiness thing. What makes us happier, giving or receiving? The short answer is neither. According to psychologists Tim Kasser and Kenan Sheldon, they analyzed Christmas experiences that could make people feel better and broke it down in 7 categories. These are the 7 categories that they broke it down to, because we feel like giving gifts should make the person happy. And this is why I'm talking about it in relation to the 5 love languages. So if you all didn't know why that person doesn't get excited because you got them a gift and you figure, oh, because you liked it, they should like it, or because it's their, whatever reason they didn't like it or didn't want it or appreciate it or show their appreciation for whatever it is, you're going to get a little bit more insight, okay? Number 1, okay, broke it down into 7 areas. Number 1, time and family. Number 2, religious activities. Number 3, so I'm assuming these are reasons why people give gifts, okay? That's what it sounds like. 3, maintaining traditions. 4, spending money on gifts. People just like to spend money. 5, receiving the gifts. 6, helping others. And 7, sensual enjoyment of the holiday food and drink. That is 7 reasons why people enjoy gifts or gift giving or receiving. Okay? While family time and religious activity did increase people's sense of well-being, gifts, both giving and receiving, them didn't. Okay? It didn't give them a sense of well-being. Counterintuitive, but nonetheless true. As Kasser and Sheldon write, despite the fact that people spend relatively large portions of their income on gifts, as well as time shopping for and wrapping them, such behavior apparently contributes little to holiday joy. So much for that. they just told it like was. So much for that. Just saying. Second, those packages you see lying under the Christmas tree aren't just presents, but symbolic markers. Yes, you heard me right. Symbols of both relationships and the self. That's why we all remember the gifts we've been given, the good, the bad, and the genuinely ugly, because we understand, and that's the problem, because you're understanding it instead of understanding it. But we'll get to that another time. Understanding them as revealing the nature of the connections we have to others. In his seminal article, The Social Psychology of Gifts, Barry Schwartz writes, gifts are one of the ways in which the pictures others have of us are transmitted. Of course, the gift doesn't just reveal the image the giver has of you, it exposes the character and the thinking of the giver as well. So if you get a coal in your stocking, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, if you get a gift and you don't like it, or I don't like fruitcake. So if somebody gave me a fruitcake, I would either think it was a joke or I would give it to somebody else because I don't like fruitcake. And those that know me know I don't like fruitcake. And even if you don't know me, now you know that I don't like fruitcake. So if I get a fruitcake, and I'm just saying. Now, I heard that there's one person that I know make a slamming fruitcake. And I haven't tried it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Mother McGowan. I'm just going to put it out there to her. Okay? So this article is really, really good. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but I'm going to let you know. It was written by Ross Helen. Okay? Ross Helen, why does holiday gift giving make us feel anxious or pressured? So with that being said, I really appreciate you all participating in the survey that we're going to discuss the results of on next week. The internet has really provided some really interesting information to those that don't know how to research at the library. It's really easy to go online for those of you that understand how to work the internet or what have you, but just type it in. You just learn by doing. You learn by doing. Type in what you're looking for, and it's really good information on there. It's really, really good information. So I thank y'all so much for staying tuned and rocking with me, and I'll be back right after this. All right. I am back. Did you know that there are 5 types of gift givers? 5 types of gift givers. Yes, and I did this quiz with the participants in the class that I teach, and it's really interesting. And I'm going back to the link so that I can give it to you. Okay, and I'll provide that on the Lady Q personality page. Okay, now, and I'm just offering this. This is not a scientific fact, but these are just categories of gift giver types. And you might know some. You might recognize some people. I'm not saying the names. I'm just giving the description. So if you know somebody that fit that description, then you can let me know. You can inbox me and tell me about the experience, okay? But definitely, these are so true. Now, if you know somebody, don't call them out. Don't call them out. You can tell me. I won't tell. But anyway, here we go. There are 5 types of gift givers. Number 1, the genuine giver. The genuine giver. And I'll give a description. And you can find this on the internet called the 5 types of gift givers. There's a quiz. And you can take the quiz and find out which type of gift giver you are. Or if you take it, you can kind of look at maybe some of the gifts that you received from people. All right, number 1. If you are lucky enough to have 1 or 2 of these folks in your life, it's time for rejoicing. The genuine giver has actually thought about you and what you give pleasure. And what would give you pleasure, yes. Our culture likes to believe that everyone is a genuine giver. If you doubt it, just reread O. Henry's, The Gift of the Magi. Yeah, but maybe what really makes this kind of giving so special is that it's true exception, not the rule. That gives us all the more reason to savor the moment. If you're a genuine giver yourself, then all the studies above don't apply to you, and I'm willing to bet that Christmas is your favorite time of year. That is the genuine gift giver. Yes. Okay. Number 2, the status hound. This is the costly gift as self-enhancement, a show of money or power, or perhaps both. In this case, the gift has nothing to do with the recipient, but everything to do with the giver. These are the gifts for which the exchange receipt was invented, and the truth is that they aren't emotionally painful unless the giver is a true intimate, a lover or a spouse, in which case that status gift can pack a big emotional wallop. I'm disagreeing here with the research that I've just cited. Just saying. I personally find this kind of gift very painful. If you'd like to see this in action, just replay the War of the Roses, especially the Christmas scenes. Okay? So, the status hound. They like to look big, buy expensive gifts to make themselves look good. Well, they want everybody to know that they spent some grands and some hundreds of dollars just to impress people. I'm just summarizing what they're saying. Okay? That's number 2. Number 3, the wolf in sheep's clothing. This is the giver who likes to be thought of as a wonderful gift giver with perfectly wrapped gifts, but his or her spirit is no more genuine than the status hound. In that end, Christmas is all about him or her. The wolf is likely to send a check rather than a present and will re-gift items without thinking about whether the gift actually suits the recipient. The wolf likes gift giving to be even Steven, especially in terms of money spent. So beware of possible posturing or pouting if he or she is disappointed. Paradoxically, the wolf is also likely to be a discriminating giver. Within the family, some members will be luckier than others since the wolf doesn't shy away from playing favorites. As one woman recounts, my brother doesn't like my husband, though he is close to my sister's spouse, and he doesn't shy away from making it known when it comes to the holidays. But the thing is that it's so obvious. He gets a golf club while my husband gets a CD or ebook that it really doesn't matter anymore. It happens so often that it really doesn't matter anymore. It's just become par for the season and the source of many inside jokes. So some people give a gift and they give it and they spend their amount of money. It didn't say that the person could afford to. It just say they give an expensive gift because they want an expensive gift. They're no different than the status hound. Just saying. Okay. Power play. Number 4, power play. Perhaps the worst kind of giver, the one who really knows how to manipulate the symbolic nature of the gift. These people are the likeliest to hurt or disappoint us, especially at the holidays, because they understand how gifts can cause us pain. Consciously or unconsciously, they choose gifts that do exactly that. Here's a woman's story. All right, I'm going to read a story. Everything my mother gave me for Christmas was either 2 sizes too small or something that would be hideously unflattering. It was her way of reminding me that I was overweight, as if I didn't have a mirror and somehow didn't know. A son tells how his parents, despite everything he told them, gave his children wildly expensive toys and clothing, which only increased the tension between parents and grandparents. My father likes to be thought of as a great provider, and his gifts imply that I'm not. My wife and I aren't comfortable with our kids wearing designer jeans to school, and we've told my parents that, but they don't want to hear it. The holiday is always about him, not us. Wow. So in this situation, they're getting a gift, and then they make it known. They make it known after the fact. Oh, where's such and such that I bought them for Christmas? Why aren't they wearing it? Have you ever had a person to give you a gift, and if they don't see it laying around the house in the visual sight of everyone, that they have a problem with it? Or if you don't wear it to a particular event, like that's the only outfit that you should be wearing outside the house is the one that they gave you. That right there, they're not worried, or they're not thinking or considering your feelings about anything. They're just basically saying, hey, I bought it for you. You should wear it. I own you. I'm just saying, that's how they act, like they own you. Okay. So that is the power. They want to power play. They want to play with your feelings. They want to let you know, let everybody know, I bought that. I bought that. And then they say it in front of people. Oh, wow. Have you ever had that happen? I hope not. I hope not, because this 2022. This is why I'm giving y'all the information so you can decide. And I'm not saying this so that you can go and approach the person. It's about growing for you. It's about you growing in the area because you may have done it at one point in time yourself. So it's a way that you can grow in that area and do better. Okay. Number five, number five, the complainer. Oh my word. It's not just that you have to appreciate the gift that the complainer gives you. It's more to it than that. I mean, it's a whole attitude and behavior thing. Okay, so yes, it's not just that. You have to listen endlessly to the travails and inconveniences he or she experienced this holiday season. Oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't really have it, and I went through this and that happened, but I went and got you a gift though. Yeah, that kind of thing. So the inconveniences he or she experienced this holiday season, especially during the acquisition of your gift or the acquiring of your gift. Luckily, the complainer is easy to spot and more of a nuisance than anything else. And one of the reasons wine is part of the holiday celebrations. Wow, I wouldn't say all of that because some people drink it even if it's not a holiday season. They make their own holiday. But anyway, that's just an excuse to drink wine. But those are your 5 types of gift givers. And the quiz is found on Psychology Today. And I will make sure that I post the quiz link. But it's on Psychology Today, the 5 types of gift giver quiz. If you type that on Google, and you'll find it. You'll find it. It's a really, really interesting gift. Again, it's not a be-all, end-all. It's for information and entertainment purposes for you just to, learn a little bit more about yourself, okay? And it makes the relationship so much better when you learn more about yourself and you can understand the other person. It's just not their love language. You can't make a person's love language be your love language because that's your love language. If you are or consider yourself a good gift giver, you may not be a good gift giver, but because you think that you are, you try to assert that onto the other person, and that's not allowing the person to be who they are. So with that being said, I end this part of the conversation, and I thank y'all so much for hanging out with me and listening to these tidbits. So remember, when you're gift giving, know your history about it. It is so important to know your history about gift giving, okay? The purpose of gift giving is to express your feelings, okay? And the whole development behind the history is to show honor, to develop honor and show honor to a person that you appreciate, okay? Purpose to express feelings. And the 5 types of gift givers are genuine, status, wolf in sheep's clothing, power play, complainer, and then I am going to add number 6. I'm going to add a number 6, the insecure gift giver. The insecure gift giver. We can talk about that another time, but I'm just saying, there's some people that's just insecure about their gift giving, and they let you know that they're insecure about their gift giving. Or they just flat out don't give you a gift because they feel like they're insecure. She's not going to like it. He's not going to like it, so I'm not going to get it. You don't know what the person's going to like. And maybe because you're getting it for them, they appreciate the fact that you got it. I'm just saying, that's just my tidbits for today. I'll be right back after this. All right, I thank y'all so much for hanging out with your girl, y'all. Just to let y'all know, you can support me monetarily or through sponsorship via Cash App, $ Sunday Fire, or PayPal, sundayfire@gmail.com. I'm just saying, you can send me an email to sundayfire@gmail.com. You can look me up, Sunday Flavor Host, on the gram. Please don't slide sneaky links into my DMs. I'm just saying. And Lady Q on Clubhouse, Lady Q Host on Clubhouse. And also keep an eye out for my new website. I am rebranding and going to be offering some things, and you can support it and all. You just watch the page and all those things, and I'll give all the information as to how you can sign up and support and all those things. So thank y'all so much for chiming in. As you know, you can catch me every Sunday right here at 9 o'clock a.m. and 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just scan that QR code, and y'all already know where we at. Y'all already know where we at. And thank y'all for tuning in and rocking with your girl. Y'all know what time it is. I'm out. Peace. Be safe.